The wheels are churning, baby. Let's go for the invasion, and the fun is just getting started. Okay, let's go for Olivia Crimson Bride. Oh yeah, Crimson Bride, swing on in, and now we get to reanimate Etali for free. Swing on in, Etali goes off, and now we're having a lot of fun. Alright, Gishath, ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with Man, and today we've got a juicer, we got Gishath, reanimation, that is right, what in the world? So we got Gishath, and as if you notice, we can hardcast Gishath, because there is multiple ways that we can make treasure tokens, the first being the big score, the second being the Charming Scoundrel, but typically in this deck, what we're going to try and do is have like a Rakdos type of reanimation stuff, and I mean, what are we starting? I mean, obviously we know what Gishath does, Vision's Trample and Haste, so whenever we do damage with the Absolute Sun's avatar, we're going to be able to drop some dinos into our lap. So I have the Etali, just to kind of grab it from the library whenever we do, hopefully just run in straight into their face and get it for 7. We also have the Trumpeting Carnosaur, so not a whole lot of dinos in the deck. I am not running the Bone Horde Dragosaur. I really want more of like the enter the battlefield type of effects, because we do run the reanimation with Gishath and everything, but also running the Olivia Crimson Bride. I think with reanimation, the Crimson Bride is just wonderful. If you use this along with Gishath and Etali, you get the enter the battlefield effects as well, and plus it's already coming in attacking. So, I mean, you know, the Gishath already has haste, so it's typically not a problem, but Etali does not. So if you have Olivia and you use Etali, and this thing has haste and it just gets so crazy so quickly. I am not running Breach the Underworld, or whatever that thing's called. I think it's not that, I mean, it's a good card, but with Virtue of Persistence, this is also the same cost. It is a little slower, but you get one every single turn. Olivia is 1 less than Breaching of the Underworld, and then the Invasion of Tolvada is 2 less. So, I don't know, I just don't really see the point of it. We have plenty of ways that we're going to discard, so we don't really need that big mill action or anything like that, but Brass's Tunnel Grinder, I absolutely love this. You're going to just discard any number of cards, and then you just get to draw that many +1, and then when you ever get to turn it into the Searing Rift, how wonderful is that? You're just going to discover X, where X is that spell's mana value. That is absolutely insane. It's not whenever it enters the battlefield, it's whenever you cast it. Yeah, so I mean, okay, and we'll give one last shout out to Saheeli's Lattice. I don't know if it's Lattice, Lattice. I'm going to call it Lettuce for the whole video. I'll probably look up how to pronounce it afterwards, but feel free to make fun of me until then. Discard a card, draw 2 cards, and then we can craft with some dinosaurs. So I thought this was exactly what we want. We got dinosaurs. We have discard stuff that we want to get into the graveyard, and then draw cards. It fixes up your hand. Let's say the Mastercraft Raptor. I don't think it's going to be too prevalent, but I really like the discard, draw 2 cards. So that's the deck here. Pretty much we're just going to be able to just reanimate some Gishath and just drop some huge dinosaurs. Sounds good to me. Leave me a like. The button looks just like this. Helps out the channel tremendously. Consider joining the channel. I would greatly appreciate that. And you would be helping me out as a content creator. Go ahead and subscribe if you have not already. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Liliana, how we doing here? This is a semi-risky start, especially with 2 Gix's commands, but depending on what we're playing here, I might just ditch one, so it's fine. As long as I really like this Lattice card, though. The Saheeli's Lattice? Lattice? I don't know what the heck it's. Whatever it is, I like it a lot. I also like Olivia. So we are running 1 Crimson Bride, but I'm probably just going to go ahead and use this. I think we're just going to go ahead and ditch the Olivia, just because we have the Invasion of Tolvada, so we can just reanimate it later. A little bit nervous, though, because we do want a little bit more land, but if we are playing against mono white or something like that, we can just kind of sweep the board with Gix's command. So the double Gix's command keep ends up working out in our favor. Alright, I really like this card. Obviously, it sets up our discard and our draws here. And because we are running dinos, it's like the perfect card, because it's just like discard, do dinos. A lot of times you don't crack with it until like later in the game, if at all. But it's just like, it fits our deck perfectly. So Warden of the Inner Sky, I can't lie, I've been kind of hating on that Warden of the Inner Sky a little bit. I think it's a little bit underwhelming in general, but it's actually a pretty decent card. I mean, it is kind of proven me wrong. A lot of people are, and this guy, what, Liliana, you are number 172, and you're playing it, so I gotta pay some homage to it, and that is crazy. So we actually get another one of these bad boys out here, and get some discard Etali, and we still no land, so I'm running 26 land. Maybe I need to kick it up to 27, but we should be finding a little bit of land here. Now I'm starting to sweat a little. Alright, so Resolute Reinforcements. Let's see if they go for the Warden of the Inner Sky, the card that I was a little bit lower on at the beginning of the, I don't know what you call season, pack release, whatever you want to call it. So the Knight comes out to play, and this is a big board. This is a big board. With the Gix's command, it just takes one. The only problem is with the Warden of the Inner Sky. Okay, phew, okay, this is better than nothing. So we do this, go for the Throat, and the only problem, oh man, they have a Thalia though. Now we have to worry about Thalia. Oh, my plan was to go for the Throat on one of the, either the Warden of the Inner Sky if it gets bigger, or the Knight, because then we could go for Gix's command and clear the whole board. But if this Warden of the Inner Sky gets too big, then we're not gonna be able to clear the whole board, even with a Gix's command. And yeah, I would like to do this, but with Thalia, we can't do this. We have to use the go for the Throat on Thalia, because then we can draw a land and then go for Gix's command. If we don't kill Thalia, we're just dead. So, all right, let's just take this beat down. Boros is so freaking good, man. Boros is really standing the test of time. I think the Boros is a little better than Mono Red, especially because it has the life gain. I think Boros might be the best deck in Standard right now. Don't quote me on it. I think Standard is actually fairly wide open. I think you can be very, very competitive playing an array of decks in Standard. So overall, I think Standard is pretty good, to be honest with you, though. All right, so this is gonna go ahead and buff this up. This kind of sucks, though. Like, even if we do get a non-tap, we don't get a non-tapped land, we just lose. But we have to kill Thalia so that we can go for Gix's command, make it cheaper. There we go. There we go. We get a swamp. Thank goodness. And I'm trying to think here. We could go for, that's such a nasty combo, to go for the Invasion of Tolvada. We could grab the Olivia Crimson Bride and then get an Etali with Olivia, but it's not going to be what we have to do. They have lethal if we do that, unfortunately, so that is not going to be what we do. 10 life, and they have the Warden of the Inner Sky. So, still not out of the woods, but that was the match right there. I mean, we definitely got a little sigh of relief, and unless they bump this up, if we go down to 6, it'll just come down. Are they running like lightning strikes and stuff like that? I would think no. Most of them do not. So, recruitment officer. Okay, I hope they go wide. We do have this other gig. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Okay. Wait a minute. We're good. No, hold on, we're good. Because now, if we go... I keep forgetting that Invasion of Tolvada. Like, actually... Hold on, we're okay here. If I use Invasion of Tolvada, I can grab Olivia, bring and swing in on the invasion itself, and go for the Etali. Now, we couldn't do that last turn, but now we can do that. So 6 life. This is... The wheels are churning, baby. Let's go for the invasion, and the fun is just getting started. Okay, let's go for Olivia Crimson Bride. Oh yeah, Crimson Bride, swing on in, and now we get to reanimate Etali for free. Swing on in, Etali goes off, and now we're having a lot of fun. Alright, oh, the Gishath! A Gishath, okay, come on, and an Imitating's Recruiter, come on. Let's go ahead and just put up the 2/2s, just for a little bit more block on the back end. Let's go ahead and be, oh, that Gishath is just chomping their board. That was, oh my gosh, this is great. This is phenomenal. Like I said, I don't think we could do this last turn, because they had way too big of a board. But now we get the Broken Sky, and now we get, now we get Lifelink. Oh, this game's over. There's no way they can come back from this. We have Gishath. They're not going to be able to break our board. Our tokens have lifelink now. Oh my gosh, that is absolutely epic. Olivia Crimson Bride into Etali, into Gishath, and that is good game. Artifact Sage Carlos, how you doing here? A little bit of a risky, it's semi-risky. We got the Charming Scoundrel, but these things are not going to be able to come in untapped. I'm just stingy. I got to admit, I'm just too stingy to take mulligans around here. Haunted Ridge, also kind of the same deal here, but as long as we can get Liliana of the Veil, this might be Esper, which I don't really love. Let's see if they have a counterspell. Do you have a counterspell? Well, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Let's just drop our Liliana of the Veil here. Oh, we get it to resolve. That is absolutely beautiful. So, plus...
And you think you can win?
And you think you can win, Artifact Sage Carlos. Can't talk today. So I guess we'll go ahead and get rid of the Olivia. Yeah. We can always grab it back with the invasion, and then we effectively get 2. But this fare well. So this is definitely going to be Esper control, I'm assuming, right? Cathar Commando. Okay, that kind of sucks. 3-1. At least they can't kill my Liliana. At least right away. So that's kind of nice. All right, Restless Fortress gives us a little bit of a tempo break. So, yeah, okay, this is fine.
You couldn't be more annoying.
You could not be more annoying. Yeah, let's just go for the +1 and get rid of Gishath. That's the most obvious thing.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Cathar Commando, I mean, they could have another one and I cry. I don't really want to miss a land drop here either. So I think I'm going to try and go for the Charming Scoundrel. We might just have to say goodbye to Liliana. Let's go for the Charming Scoundrel. And I'm going to discard a card and then draw a card. Let's go for the Gix's Command. I know it's kind of sucky, but okay, we're good. We're good. We draw into a land. We'll go for the Virtue of Persistence. It's fine. All is well. And I'm not going to swing, because if they have the Virtue of Loyalty, the white one, that card single-handedly does change a lot of situations. I can't swing in, because we have to protect the Liliana of the Veil. If they had something to flash in, there's no way. Not risking it. Depopulate? Well, that is a very expensive depopulate. Okay. Go for the throw is not that relevant, so let's just keep churning out Liliana. Yep, it's fine.
Don't overthink things.
Don't overthink things. So there's another depopulate. Yeah, I mean, they depopulated just for a little Charming Scoundrel. I mean, I don't want to, if they want to, oh, now they're going to tap out for this Restless Fortress just for a one. Okay, that seems crazy to me. Let's see if we can get into an untapped land, and we do.
Again.
And let's go in for the Invasion of Tolvada, and you already know what time it is. Invasion. Is it the Invasion of Tolvada? No, it's the invasion of Olivia, the Crimson Bride. That is right. Swinging on in. And let's just go onto your face. Olivia, the Crimson Bride with Gishath. I mean, come on. Like, just come on. And I think I am going to go for this. It is a little bit awkward. I know Gishath, the fun thing is to attack your face. But I want to get the Broken Sky. Now we go for the +1. We don't have a hand. Bada bing, bada boom. The one thing that would really suck is that I saw they were packing Farewell. So if they did have a land and a Farewell, I mean, come on. They would have to have an untapped land and a Farewell here. But Olivia, Crimson Bride, alongside Gishath, vampires and dinosaurs and Ixalan? What? I mean, what else could go wrong? Or go right, sorry. Yeah, let's just chump block. I mean, we're going to get one every single turn anyway, right? Let's just chump block. Let's keep Liliana nice and safe. Sure. And now, like, look, this is just, I mean, come on. Come on. That's all I can really say right now, is just come on. We're swinging in with an Olivia Crimson Bride. We're going to get a Charming Scoundrel. We can't really do anything else. Let's go ahead and just create a treasure token so that maybe we can hardcast the Virtue of Persistence. We're going to swing in. Bang, bang, bang. Gishath's going to go off. Hopefully we can get at least one thing. Oh, we don't. Oh, we don't. That's actually pretty disappointing. Yeah, I think we're still going to go for the discard. Yeah, that's fine.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
We all have things we'd rather forget. You said it, Liliana. Sunfall. Oh my god. So we get Sunfall. Not the end of the world. That is kind of why I like to go for the Broken Sky. That's exactly why. Just because we have a little bit more of an everlasting presence. So let's go for Virtue of Persistence. And let's discard their last card here. And Liliana's going to survive the Incubator token as well. Because we have 5 loyalty. Oh, and they had the Farewell. They had the Farewell. Oh, that feels so good. Stroke of Midnight, unfortunate, but we also get a token.
I know when I'm not wanted.
Liliana, you are always wanted. I promise you that. And they're swinging in here. Sure. I mean, I guess we could just kind of swing in. I don't know. I mean, yeah, we get a Shelly too. You know what? Let's just say no. I mean, we have life. Yeah, there's no reason to. We're ahead in the count here. Let's go for Shelly. And then I'm getting the Abandoned Mire. Yeah, looking pretty good here. Bang, bang, bang. Broken Sky. Broken Hearts. They give us a good game. We'll go ahead and give you a good game. Good game, Artifact Sage Carlos. Didn't see any artifacts in your deck, though. Eh. Sir Curtis the First. How you doing, Sir Curtis the First? Hopefully, you are the last. The last Boros player that we faced today. Just kidding. I don't care. I really don't mind facing Boros. I don't even really mind playing meta decks. It proves our skill. So here we go. Here's Mono Red. We gotcha. Don't you even worry about it. We are a little slow, but we have a Liliana. I think Liliana at least can, you know, maybe do something here. So, All right, Swift Sphere, do your thing. Hit me. I'm wide open. I'm wide open. Go down to 19. There we go. All right, Sir Curtis. Sir Curtis strikes the first blood, so I guess your name is a little bit fitting here. So let's go for the Saheeli's Lattice. I'm going to look this up after the match here. Is it Lattice or Lattice? I don't know, but either way, I love this freaking card. So let's go ahead and drop our Etali. Hopefully we can reanimate it later. This is not too bad here. I think Invasion of Tarkir. So Invasion of Tarkir is better. Invasion of Tarkir is the best, in my opinion, in the mirror match of red, if that makes any sense. Like, versus anything else, I think it's not very good. Like, if I'm running mono red, I typically don't run Invasion of Tarkir unless I'm going for, like, dragons, but that's kind of different. If I'm just going for mono red burn, I don't like Invasion of Tarkir. Unless you're playing best of 3 in a sideboard card versus other mono red, but that's neither here nor there. It's a long-winded statement over nothing. So they like this is why I don't like it. See, because they're committing so much to it, and I'm just gonna remove it with these double go for the throats anyway. So like you see how it's just not that effective. So the Defiant Thundermaw is great versus like mono red mirror matches. Other than that, let's go ahead and ditch our Gishath. Hopefully we can reanimate the Gishath now. Etali is a decent reanimation target, but I'd rather have Gishath for sure. So let's go ahead and just get rid of it. And like I said, we could get kind of funky here. We're definitely going to go for the throat on the Defiant Thundermaw. I just kind of think if I want to go, do I want to go for big score? I actually don't think so. I actually like my whole entire hand here. I don't want to get rid of go for the throat. I don't want to use the big score because we have to discard. And I'm not going for the Invasion of Tolvada. No way. I'm not discarding it, rather. So let's do this. Yeah, I mean, if they want to buff it up, there is like Blazing Crescendo. Some people do run that, so we'll go ahead and let them, allow them to potentially use that before we go for the throat, and they're not, which is fine. Go for the throat. We're still at 17 life here, and depending on what we do, if they play something, we have Liliana. I'm okay with losing the Liliana, just kind of ward off. See, you see Warcrafting. Okay, but they only get this card for this turn. They do get something that they can play, which is kind of nice for them, but we're still at 16 life, even after this Kamanu. If we get into another land... Oh, okay. So... They are... I mean, we could go for big score, discard the Restless Vents. This might be super paranoia, but... I think I might just drop the Vents so that we can guaranteed drop the Invasion of Tolvada next turn. The reason, because if they're I know it sounds dumb, if they're running Brotherhood, what is it called? The Mishra card, the Brotherhood's card, the 3-drop, where it either does 3 damage to the whole board, or destroys all 3 or lower artifacts. They could swipe our artifacts. I feel like this is just like guaranteed that we can drop the Invasion of Tolvada this way just by going for Restless Vents instead of the big score. So, all right, so now we get the invasion again. That was a little like probably just paranoia, but now we just got the Gishath, and with the Gishath, I think let's attack this. I mean, getting a lifelink out is pretty good, and like I said, with this Gishath, I don't know how they're supposed to really deal with it. We've got Vigilance, and it would be cool to go in for their face, but we can do that next turn and then grab all of our dinos with Gishath. But, you know, that's kind of nice. And if you notice, that's all it took. GG's. Luminaris, how we doing here? How we doing, Luminaris? How you doing? All right, so looking pretty good. I got the Charming Scoundrel and the Saheeli's Lattice. I'm not gonna look it up until the end of the video, so feel free to make fun of me and how I'm saying it. Okie dokie. Okie dokie, so our opponent is actually there. Luminaris, I'm not gonna give you a hello. We're not being friendly today. No way. No way, not when you make the edit stuff. Come on now. So I really like the Saheeli's. I don't know if it's Lattice, Lettuce, whatever. Hold the lettuce. I think we're gonna drop this over the Charming Scoundrel, but I don't know. Maybe we'll go for Charming Scoundrel. Which one's better? I think we're gonna create a treasure token. I kind of would like to get into the big score. Plus, if we go for... I think the highest upside thing that we could have is probably going in for big score. Go for the throw. Go for the throw is absolutely useless in this matchup. I'm assuming we're going against Azorius Control, so... The only problem with attacking, they can have the Virtue of Loyalty, and they flash in a 2-2, and we kind of look stupid, but then I guess at least they tap out. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. Let's just go for this thing. I love this thing. And it does resolve, so no make disappear, which is wonderful. And I think I'm going to get rid of the go for the throat. If we are playing against Azorius soldiers, which is possible, I'll feel really stupid. So I'm glad I made the treasure token because we don't have a land drop. And then we can just go in for the Brass's Tunnel Grinder. And that would be very, very nice. Jace, the perfected mind. Hello, hello.
Phyrexia showed me the truth.
Alright.
Flesh.
Heal.
I
I don't think it's that big of a deal. So, I'm trying to think here. Well, the first thing I'm seeing here is we could go for double Charming Scoundrel and give it a Wicked token. I think we're going to do that. And we'll just take care of this Jace. That feels pretty good. Unless they're running Depopulate, which is a lot less popular than Sunfall, they're not going to be able to sweep the board either. So, I mean, this feels pretty good. This is just kind of like a more aggro approach rather than a combo-y reanimation approach, but I'm here for it. Getting rid of a Jace feels very, very good. That thing is a nuisance. It's also a win condition, too, if they just mill us out. So, Celestis. Okay, they got an early Celestis. That is going to be pretty scary. Big score, but here's the thing. Let's go in for the Brass's Tunnel Grinder. They still have a Celestis. Okay, so no make disappear. That feels wonderful. But let's go ahead and just... I think we're just going to ditch the whole hand here. Maybe we keep a big score. Maybe. Let's just get rid of it all. Let's get rid of it all. I don't care. I want a whole fresh new hand, and holy Moses, we have 4 lands. Okay. Oof. Okay. But, you know, I don't regret doing that. I think we kind of needed a whole new set of land here, so. All right. A lot of land here, but with the Charming Scoundrel, we can also forcibly descend on our grinder, which I really, really like. Okay. So this is definitely full-blown mill. That is going to be the objective of what they do. And then they're going to pass the turn, yeah. So the Celestis is pretty brutal. They're just going to gain life, discard a card, dig deeper into their deck, find some answers, and they know that... Oh, man, this is really rough. More land. Good lord. They know that we are kind of at their mercy. They know that we're at the mercy, because we're going to have to make it daytime. Like, we can't just play nothing, but I'm just trying to think here. Do I want to go in for the... I think this is too slow. I think we're probably just better off going in for the Scoundrel and then just discarding and just hoping we get something, because we're going to need something. We can't just, like... This board's not strong enough. It's just not. So let's discard a card, draw a card. This is a permanent, and this will allow the grinder to go through. Okay, so we got the Saheeli's Lattice. Lattice, I don't know. Probably will... Oh, okay, so no Emperor. Okay, get him down to 9. That's pretty good. Let's drop this. If they don't have a counter, we're going to double descend, even though it doesn't really do anything. But we will do this and draw into some more stuff. And finally get a Liliana. I mean, that was a crazy amount of land. Holy crap. But at least we get something going on here. I'm fully expecting either with the Blast Zone. Oh my god, these Blast Zones. They're going to blast us away big time. I don't really care if we lose the Scoundrels. I'm not banking on winning the game with these Scoundrels. There's just no way a control deck like this doesn't have a board wipe or some way to deal with them. I would assume it's going to be Sunfall, or worse, a Farewell. Okay, so get rid of the other Celestis, and I think they're probably just going to have it go nighttime again. Oh, God. Yep, that's going to be what they do. With Liliana is a control killer, though. So now we have to make a weird decision. If we go for big score and they counter it, we can't play Liliana, but we still have Liliana for the future. But if we just go for big score and they don't counter it, okay, we know they're most likely not running make disappear. Okay, we get it to go, and we have a Gishath. Okay, this is actually pretty good. I am gonna go for the Liliana, but let's swing in first, just in case they want to, like, you know, kind of tap out. They go for Blast Zone. Okay, so they're gonna go for Blast Zone. Good card when it works. So we at least get a few wicked counter triggers, but let's do this. And I only have to bust 1 treasure token, because to hard cast Gishath, I only have to have 1 treasure token. I'm not running green. I don't really want to put green in the mana sources when we have so many different ways of making treasure, and plus it's going to be reanimated most of the time anyway. So there we go, and we have Gishath. We can hard cast Gishath here with that treasure token, and with the tunnel grinder that just went off. That is pretty good too, because then we get a free discover. Alright, what was looking pretty gross is looking... Okay, so Realm Breaker of the Invasion Tree. They're going to mill us out. So as long as we don't... Okay, Restless Vents. Here's the thing, though. Let's drop... Yeah, we got the Gishath here. With the with this new land, I don't know what it's called, but whatever, we get a free discover, and it's whenever you cast it. So look at, we go for Gishath, bust this treasure open, and with the Searing Rift, like I said, ooh, and it kicks his command. Okay, not bad, not bad. Not really the most relevant thing, but returning 2 creatures to our hand, that feels pretty good. We can do that. It's the only relevant one, so, but again though, it's a free discover. Feels good, feels good. So, I guess we'll get a Trumpeting Carnosaur and just take it back a Charming Scoundrel. Sure. Alright, there it is. And if you notice, the old art of Gishath has the chomp action, and the new one from the newest Ixalan set does not. So that's why I kind of like this one. And we can just get this to go. This is crazy. They have no removal, no counter, no nothing. Okay, let's go ahead and get a Trumpeting Carnosaur for free with our lovely Gishath. And let's go for the yeah, let's do this. Oh my god, this is wonderful. This is wonderful. And I guess we'll get rid... Oh, man, I don't really want to lose the Vents, though. The Vents could end up winning us the match single-handedly, because it's a lot harder for them to deal with the Vents. So let's do this, and let's go for Liliana of the Veil, and get rid of a Haunted Ridge. We're looking good. This is good. I can't believe it. This is... I mean, this is looking pretty gross for a while. They actually do have an Emperor, and they just don't get to the Emperor in time. So the only thing that I'm really scared of is if they just drop a Jace here. If they drop a Jace, I think... Let me sweat this out first before I check how many cards are left in my library. Sunfall. Okay, that's not the end of the world, but it's not very good either. So the only good thing is they're obviously looking to mill me out. That much is obvious. So if I go for Trumpeting Carnosaur, I still don't have enough for a Restless Vents swing. I don't want to drop the Sundown Pass either, though, because I'm trying to think of my sequencing here. Let's give him a thinking. I don't want to think that we're holding him up. I would, if we could drop Sundown Pass, drop the Carnosaur, and swing in with the Vents, I think I would do it, but I don't think we can do that. So I think we're just going to use Liliana and just +1 and just get rid of the Sundown Pass and then just drop the Etali. I think that's going to be what we have to do here, because the Restless Vents nonsense I don't think is going to work. So yeah, let's just do it now. Sure. If they have a counter, they have another card to discard anyway, so there's no point going for Liliana first, I suppose. Well, maybe not. Okay, Virtue of Persistence. That's pretty good. Okay, we can actually just slam down the full-blown Virtue of Persistence, so that's really nice. Yeah, looks good. Now what else can we get? Hopefully, I don't really have a whole lot of things with haste other than the Scoundrel. Jace and another Brass's Tunnel Grinder. Okay. I guess we might as well, yeah, because it's that many cards +1, so I guess we'll get rid of the Sundown Pass. We may get something a little bit better. Another Etali, go for the Throat. I think we're going to go for the Throat. The problem with Jace here is I don't really want to mill myself to draw a card. So Jace is just kind of dead here, to be honest with you, because there's nothing we can really do with it. So Liliana, let's go for the, I guess go for the Throat.
Be outsmarting me.
I guess we're gonna go for the Throw. They are not running non-artifact creatures. Another Emperor. Okay, well that's interesting. But here's the thing. I can't mill them because that kind of maybe helps them out with like some more flashback stuff. They have the Mending card, and I don't want to do it on myself because they're probably trying to mill me out as a win condition. So I think Jace is just gonna kind of awkwardly sit here. So another Realm Breaker World Tree. Haven't gotten any of our reanimation stuff yet. Where are we sitting here? I think it's just gonna come down to a Jace, right? 17 cards left in my library. So I think they would win if they have a Jace. They can mill me 15. It comes out, they can pay the full cost, and they can go for the Realm, the World Tree. So I hate to say it, they either have, if they have it, they either have a Jace or they don't. They can still have removal, of course, but now these little artifact creatures in their graveyard aren't very relevant. And Etali does have Trample, so that is also very, very nice. So even if they do, we can still trample over the little incubator token here. Blast Zone is not relevant. And the longer they take, I think we got it, because if they don't have Jace, they're just gonna lose. They give us a good game and we take it. Let's go. 2 Restless Vents walk into a bar. Okay, we're gonna keep it. It's a little bit risky here, But with the Charming Scoundrel, it's risky. There's no way around it. I'm just a little stubborn. I don't like the mulligan, so we're going to go against what appears to be mono red. We got a Haunted Ridge, so our turn 3 is fine, but our turn 2 is a little bit awkward, but as long as we have Virtue of Persistence, we'll be okay. Charming Scoundrel. Not really the biggest Charming Scoundrel fan in mono red. I think there's better cards to run, in my opinion. I think Charming Scoundrel's a lot better in this deck, where you kind of want either a treasure or a discard. I don't think they really... A 2/2 haster. I mean, it's okay. I don't want to crap on it too much. It's a good card. I'm being a little meticulous for no reason, but let's drop our Charming Scoundrel. I'm just salty because this is my Charming Scoundrel. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the Swift Spear. Next turn, we have a plethora of options we can do depending on if we draw land or not. I might just chump block, honestly. That means they would have to give up. Even if they had Monstrous Rage, they'd have to give up their Wicked tokens, and that does not matter because they have End the Festivities. So people are playing End the Festivities a lot lately. I think it's probably because Boros, the Boros board going wide on the board is so prevalent that people are starting to End the Festivities now again. But yeah, so Etali. Let's go for the Brass's Tunnel Grinder, and I don't know. This is crazy. I might discard my whole hand. We're definitely getting rid of the big dinos. It's just a matter of, do we want... Yeah, I think we're going to get rid of the whole hand. Because we get all of these back +1. So the Tunnel... Yeah, let's just get a whole new hand. That sounds good to me. Sure. It's hard to not to like that either. Now we get the Descend. I'm really a big fan of this card. If it wasn't a legendary, this would be an instant 4 of. I'm running 2, and I even might go for 5 or for 3. Because it's just that good. This card is crazy. Alright, so Monstrous Rage, man, pretty rough here. Down to 4 we go. Ugh. Okay. Well. Man, that Monstrous Rage really hurt us. Because now we can't really go for Gix's Command effectively. I think what we're going to have to do... Yeah, this sucks. Don't have our... I think we're going to have to animate the Restless Vents. And then use the Restless Vents itself to go for the throat on Felden. Not great, but I don't really see another option here. Alright, so let's do this. Okay. Still have 2 mana sources open here, so let's go ahead and block you. We're going to lose 1 life on you, then we go for the throat on the Felden. I mean, that's really all we can do. I think we're playing as optimally as possible, so we're going to lose 1. We're going to go down to 1. If they have a go for the throw, if they have go for play with fire or something like that, I think we just lose. Dang. We could have lifelink with the Gix's Command, but we just don't have a creature. Like we're just a little bit too slow. Let's return 2 creatures to our hand and then let's clear the board. There is a possibility that we live if they have all land or something, but or only pump spells, or only Monstrous Rages in their hand, but it's looking pretty rough here. Unfortunately, with 2 cards, yeah, Lightning Strike, dang, just a little bit too slow, but I think we played pretty well there. Let's give him the crying face. Okay, so no red sources. That's going to be an easy mulligan. Let's go ahead and get rid of you. Let's keep this. This is looking a little bit better. 3 land is better than no red sources, so... Guess we'll get rid of the Shattered Sanctum, and I actually did not even notice. All of these lands are not going to be able to come in untapped until turn 3, so... Woof. Woof, woof, woof. Not very good. But we can fight it here. So the Igor Drinker, let's see if we got something. Got a Restless Vents. Well, we might as well go for Restless Vents, because that is going to come in tapped no matter what. This Sundown Pass and the Shattered Sanctum is going to be able to come in untapped eventually, so... Alright, I think we're going to go in for the Charming Scoundrel. Duress. Oh, we get rid of our Gix's Command. Oh my gosh. Very, very rough start here. So, Etali. Yeah, let's just go for Charming Scoundrel. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, we're going to have to go for the discard, though. Yeah, I mean, the treasure token doesn't really do anything. Let's go ahead and get rid of Gishath. I can't hardcast you without a treasure anyway. So, Etali, this has put a little bit of... You know, sometimes you just hardcast Etali, and that's just kind of it. I guess we'll just block. I mean... Charming Scoundrel's not really doing anything. It's like being charming, you know. Pretty charming, I'll give you that, but... Alright, so the Incubator token's not that bad. And we get a Haunted Ridge. This is not that bad. I think I'm just going to go ahead and wait. See if they go for, like, Duress or something. But we have a big score. And if we get another untapped land, we can just hardcast Etali. The only thing is they are running blue, which kind of sucks. Oh, okay, so they tap out. Okay, so they tap out for the Blood Letter. Okay, so this is not that bad. I would rather lose 6 life than have them hold up blue mana. Sure. Yeah. Lose double the life. That's not that bad. Let's go for big score. And we might just hardcast Etali, maybe? There we go. A Sundown Pass. And we got 2 treasure tokens and a Swamp Action here. Let's just go. Let's just hardcast the Etali. Usually we're trying to reanimate, but... Okay, hardcasting works too. Let's see what we get here. And... Oh, this is... Okay. Trumpeting Carnosaur and the end. That is A plus 10 out of 10. And they just give it up to... Wow.